Good morning. Here's a look again. If you missed it earlier this morning, we have photos from the tornadoes that touched down with a thunderstorm that developed in Polk County and it drifted into Norman County last night. So it started around 6 o'clock, and then we started to see these funnels form, and some of them did reach the ground around 8 o'clock. We had a report of a tornado, and this one reported along Highway 9. 4 miles north of Beltrami, Minnesota, and you can see the debris that's getting kicked up between these two areas of trees here, getting picked up by that tornado. That one, a more rope-like tornado. We saw multiple tornadoes touch down, come back up, and then touch down again. And then later in the night, late night, a large tornado formed, and this may be it here. It's hard to tell at night if this is actually the tornado reaching the ground, but it does appear to be so here in this photo. And this is near the Gary area, and of course we do have confirmed reports of touchdowns in that Gary area last night and some damage, unfortunately, with those storms. We're currently seeing some thunderstorms in the valley, eastern parts of the viewing area, dealing with the remnants of that intense storm, still getting stormy activity there, and some storms trying to form in eastern parts of North Dakota as well. Here's how this played out, though. I'm going to show you how this all developed. So it was about 6 o'clock last night. We saw this storm start to form, and notice how it just sits, and then eventually it does move on, and we see those heavy rains and thunderstorms east. But again, you could see how this just continued to spin right over Polk County and in Norman County last night. So we're looking at a flash flood warning for that area in green here because of that radar estimating more than 4 inches of rain in that region. So really intense situation for those folks there. Other places saw some very quiet weather. We just saw that huge thundercloud and the lightning associated with it off in the distance for much of the evening and nighttime hours last night. Now, the stormy activity has since moved on. In Hubbard County, we're still getting some lightning strikes, some pockets of heavy rain. We may even be getting some hail from time to time, small hail that does stretch down through Wadena County, and that continues to move off to the east. A little more intense looking storm just now working its way out of southeastern Otter Tail County, still getting all of that lightning, intense lightning in southeastern parts of the county. This is moving toward the Alexandria area, back over into Grant County. A little storm may be producing some hail south of Elbow Lake. So still impacting us here in the far south and east. And we have a couple of places where we're trying to get some rain showers going here. It doesn't look as intense as it initially did this morning. We're losing all the ingredients that came into play late last night and this morning, that the low-level winds that helped to form some of these moving eastward. But still, we're seeing some rain showers in Griggs County, northern parts of Steele County as well, and even stretching back up toward Grand Forks. So we are no longer under any storm warnings. Of course, we have that flash flood warning in effect. Here's where our reports are, though. Again, multiple reports of tornadoes. We've gotten numerous photos and even some video in of some touchdowns. And if you have something to share this morning, please go to our website, valleynewslive.com, and go to the photo gallery section. You can upload your photos and videos there. But each one of these is a report that came in. This one, of course, the one north of Beltrami or near the Beltrami area. And then this storm moved in near Fertile. Fertile got a report of some hail there. It was south and west of Fertile. And then, of course, the damage I mentioned. This was a farm that had a barn destroyed northwest of Gary. So likely going to find more damage as we're waking up this morning in that area. Hopefully everyone is okay. But lots of rain in the areas where we were getting those storms. In fact, we're looking at radar estimating that 4 to even 5-inch rainfall in some places, and I wouldn't be surprised if we actually had that amount because of that time that storm spent over some of those areas. And we're still getting that stormy activity here. Eventually it'll move on. We'll see things quiet down, but there's still a chance there's some storms coming up. We'll show you that in a moment. Low 70s, still very warm out there in the Southern Valley, 73 in Fargo. It's 66 in Grand Forks. Winds are ranging anywhere from 5 to 20 miles per hour. And your hour-by-hour planner shows that we've got some quieter weather today through the morning hours. Once this moves on, temperatures in the 70s at lunch. We're still warm. Temperatures are going to make their way back into the 70s and some low 80s today. And we may see along the cold front moving through. This model not showing it very well, but there is a possibility for more storms to pop up this afternoon. So something to keep an eye out for in Lakes Country. Quickly into the overnight hours tonight and through tomorrow, we're looking a lot quieter. We'll start off the day tomorrow in the 50s and low 60s. We'll watch those temperatures rise back into the upper 70s to some low 80s for high temperatures with some quiet conditions ahead of us for Tuesday, and that will carry over through much of our work week as well. Looking pretty pleasant, actually, very warm with low 80s, and by Friday, that's when our next round of weather moves in. It looks like we may see some more storms into the weekend.
Okay, thank you, Lisa.
It wasn't all football on the NDSU campus over the weekend. How some students there raised money for a local animal shelter.